Well, hello there, folks. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Spartacist uprising, the German Revolution of 1919, and we're actually going to be playing as the Freikorps. So I want to get started here, see just how we do, and hopefully we come out with a victory. There's a lot that needs to be done here. It's an absolutely amazing battle, and I can't wait to show it off to you guys. Now, first, we actually need to take back a park that the Spartacists have taken. And by the way, for those that don't understand what's going on, there was a communist revolution in Germany, and actually groups called the Spartacists managed to unite under Rosa Luxemburg and Karl Liebknecht and essentially take control of Berlin, specifically. So, we're playing as the Freikorps. These are paramilitaries as well as government troops that are sent to remove this threat from German soil. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing here, and hopefully we'll do it efficiently. All right, let's set some guys up over here. We've got a few stragglers back here. Might as well push them forward. I wanted to start getting shots on these guys, but I want to do it from a flanking position if we can get there in time. Sehr gut. Damn it. We've got a few of the bastards over there. Alright, let's just go ahead and attack this location head on. There's just one guy left, I believe, in the park. Good shooting, boys. Now, of course, we need to set up a defense, because the Spartacists are actually going to try to retake this park. And there's a few areas I want to go ahead and put these guys. First of all, I definitely want defenders just in these secondary locations as well. And we're going to bring in, there's a bunch of different troops we can bring in. We're going to bring in Freikorps, so additional Freikorps. Hey, Dave, how you doing, bud? Bring these guys over there. And these two guys over here. And again, we just got some additional Freikorps, so I'm going to spread them out a bit as well. Have a few of them back here, secondary line of defense, and a few of them just right there on the front lines, prepared for the Spartacist counterattack. Captain Rex, ime angreifen, nie angreifen. Hey, Anthony, I'm trying my best. Welcome, man. Yeah, we are playing as the Freikorps. I know probably a lot of people on this channel like that quite a bit. They're big fans of the Freikorps. Not many Bernie Sanders supporters like myself here on the channel, evidently. That's okay. Alright, let's push forward here. Yeah, he'd be on Rosa's side for sure. And by the way, I do believe that this mission has that awful ending when Rosa Luxemburg gets, you know what. We're not allowed to use those words anymore here on YouTube, by the way. She takes a really long nap. That's what happens. Alright, here we go. First Spartacist attack. Oh, Deutschland! Yes, Captain Rex. There we go. We've got Spartacists coming out of the actual alleyways here. Quite a few of them, man. Man, that is a lot of shooting. My goodness. I like this setup, though. I think it's pretty decent for a defense of the park. And again, we need to hold out for 2 minutes. Then we're going to have other tasks we need to do here. One of our boys got hit. We could have gotten a Maxim gun instead of a second group, but I thought it was important to have a second group of Freikorps here. But you're right, yeah, the Maxim gun is going to be important. And snipers, believe it or not, are very important in this mission, in this battle. Just to get through these urban areas, we need to snipe quite a few of the communists. Yeah. Boys. Still gotta hold out over a minute, and it's quite a lot in these times. By the way, aren't those sound effects just wonderful? Get another shooter here.
Zugführer, wie lauten Ihre Befehle?
Some of these guys have really ornate, nice helmets. sounded strange, but it's true. Like, they have some really awesome helmets there. Some have skulls on them. All sorts of fascinating symbology. And as you can see, some of them even have, like, the old World War I shot helm. Great firefight, right? Yeah, this one is well done. Really well done. I feel like we could probably move this guy up a bit. There's so much we have to do in this battle. But we do continuously get points at some point here. And that's when we have to start pushing on the Spartacist barricades and trying to retake Berlin and, more importantly, capture Rosa, Luxemburg. There we go, and Karl Liebknecht. Gotta push the rebels out of the city suburbs. Look at how quickly that battle changes, folks. Some of the guys there for now. Now we're going to start getting quite a few of these additional points. I probably will invest in a machine gun here. But actually, we should be setting up like this to break through. I'm going to set up over here, try to get some shots on this group. Knock them out of the alleyway there. And the way I remember doing it last time is just really trying to keep them under fire. There's the light machine gun team. And I'm thinking we should even bring in maybe some snipers. Sehr gut. Yeah, all World War I vets, exactly. These guys know how to fight, that's for sure. They've been at it for quite a while. I think we gotta bring in a sniper, believe it or not, but we'll bring in that light machine gun team like you guys recommended. Put this guy right there on the wall. Oh, we've got some more shooters over here. Now, moving up to this wall is near suicide. But we've got to do a lot to break through during this fight. There's a machine gun. See, we are starting to damage them there on the wall. Slowly but surely. Maschinengewehr. We can even bring in police squads, guys. Just like the actual battle. In fact, I'm going to bring them in just to show you guys. So if we go to Reichsia, we can bring in police squads. Actual German police to help us root out the communist threat. And we're going to kind of use them as cannon fodder here. Polizei! Show them why communism has failed, says Captain Rex. Well, actually, I think at the end of the battle, we actually get to put somebody into a long, restful sleep. I think it's Rosa, Luxemburg, and Karl Liebknecht. I'm not mistaken. Polizei! Now, there's a machine gun over there, so I want to be really careful how I approach here. Get over here, man. They're already getting nice shots. Look at those cops, man, doing a great job actually clearing out the threat there. Love those auto pistols there, or those Mausers, rather. Not really auto pistols, but you can fire them pretty quickly. Now, I wonder if we could break quickly through here. It seems crazy to try. But let's at least get on these walls, start returning fire. No defense on that wall. And as you can see, he's even nauseated from all of the combat. These cops are not used to this much carnage. Although I will say, cops in Berlin in 1919, watch the movie M. They definitely have seen a lot of crazy shit. That's for sure. Oh boy. Yeah, no chance. They really were cannon fodder there. Let's take a look. So if we wait just a bit, guys, we can actually get some armor. But we need to wait a bit. Now, the cool thing about this mission is we keep getting points, but at the same time, the communists keep launching attacks. So we need to be careful here. If we want to wait for armor, we need to make sure we can hold on for a bit. Sehr gut, sehr gut. Bring back the Kaiser, he says. Yes.
Feuer, Feuer! Gruppenführer,
Yes, indeed.
wir müssen hier ausbrechen, wenn wir überleben wollen.
See, now we can set up right there. I really do want to go because I want to clear all the guys here. I think we actually did kill them. I see a helmet there. Yep. So we killed some of the guys behind that sandbag. And then, of course, we've got that machine gun. That's going to be the big problem to deal with. But ideally, we want to capture that machine gun, not destroy it. And it can be done. Reload, boys. Alright, let's take a look here. Now we can bring in a 7.7 centimeter flat truck, which would basically be a massive flat gun on a truck. Kind of bootleg when you think about it. There's also an Earhart armored car, Garford armored car, a Whippet tank for 100. I think I'm gonna wait for the Whippet tank, boys. We want to bring in some armor for our infantry. It certainly is, Kubutai. We are playing against the Spartacist uprising and actually trying to capture their high command. That's going to be the main goal here. If anybody wants to fund our capture, make sure to either join our channel for $3 a month or a super chat here. I recommend the join option. We could also get a Mark IV female. What do you guys think? A Mark IV female, a Whippet tank, or an A7V? What do you guys think? Mark IV male, Mark IV female, A7V, or Whippet tank? Which would be the most appropriate for an urban setting like this? Obviously, if we don't support them with infantry, none of them will be. Whippet is good. Let's bring in the Whippet. And I'd like to get another group of Freikorps. Keep these guys back here just to defend the actual park area. We do also have that machine gunner. Oh, you guys hear that? I hope that's ours. Ah, wunderbar. Actually got wonderful German flag painted there on the front. That is just so nice, man. Well, that's... Kubutai says the Mark female. That is definitely an option. This is looking okay. See if we can knock out that MG. Looks like there's a frontal gun there. Oh yeah, yeah. Look at that. Oh, Deutschland. Wonderful, boys. I'm gonna keep pushing. She's slow, but she is a beauty. Look at that. Smashing them with machine gun fire here. And you know what? I'm also gonna bring in some Reichsheer. These are just standard, like, I believe... Actually, I'm not too familiar with what Reichsheer are, but I believe it's German soldiers, like actual army units. So we're gonna bring some of those guys in. I'm just going to keep backing up that MG. I believe she's still operational. Nope, she is down. We can start pushing. All right, we'll push with the Reichs. It's probably Reichsheer. Excuse me. Because here is army. So German army, period. Onwards and upwards. Gonna take position over here. And again, we want to capture that machine gun. Now let's get up here. Yeah, it's a pretty tank. Grab that MG. That thing is going to be instrumental in the defense here. Actually, I should be going this way with the tank. We're going to start clearing the actual passageway here with our Freikorps unit. And you know what? I think we definitely should bring... Let's bring some more Freikorps. I trust in them a lot more than the regular German army. I think they can get the job done. You know, there actually is a Kaiser Reich mod Kubutai for this game, incredibly, with the French Commune and all that stuff. I might play it sometime. But today's Spartacist uprising it is. Look at that! Look at that! The skull on the tank, that is so badass. That is so cool. Also, a special thanks to everybody for stopping by. I was afraid it was a bit too late for most folks. Let's go. We were made for this, boys. Attack! Rushed. We've got some enemies over here as well. Let's waste them. And you know what? We're going to bring in a Freikorps light machine gun team. Alright, guys. So now what we need to do is set up a defense around this church. We're expecting a counterattack from the nearby Spartacist headquarters in the city center. This is pretty epic stuff. It's going to be a hell of a big battle. I think you guys will be pleasantly surprised. Let's set the MG up right there. But this is where we really need to make sure that we have enough troops for the defense, because things get pretty crazy. Man, I wish you could build fortifications. You know what? Oh, no, we can't put any troops there. Right, get that MG. Well, we'll just make a very strong defense. Looks like we can put some behind the walls here. But now the Spartacists are going to launch their largest attack yet. And do everything they can to break us. Yeah. Actually, this is a pretty good position, just behind the walls. Let's hope it's enough to hold them back. I'm still trying to get that tank into position. Come on, tank. I don't care if you drive through houses, but get there. I'm supposed to sleep, but I'm not tired. Nice. Alright, it begins. Bringing in some more Freikorps. Just put him there for now, and the Freikorps we will bring directly to the battle, of course. Yeah, absolutely, new covert. Absolutely, man. Willkommen. What are we going to call the tank? I want to call it Hans. Hans the tank. There, he's arriving now. See that skull arriving, baby. There actually did used to be a game, I'm sure some of you are familiar with it, called Armored Battle Crew, but they completely gave up on it, and it was like a World War I tank simulator game. It had so much promise, but yeah, they didn't want to continue. Come on, Hans. Erika, you're right. The only place we can play SS Victoria is Twitch TV, unfortunately, which, don't forget, follow us on twitch.tv/AgrippaMaxenius. Alright, so far so good. They are getting destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. Look at all those dead Spartacists. All over the field. But of course, they're going to have an HQ over here. And taking the HQ is a whole nother ballgame. Oh, yeah. Told you guys about the skull helmets. Right there, he's got one. The Freikorps, you gotta admit, are some of the coolest looking units in any real conflict. They just look awesome. Very well indeed, yes. They did fight well. But they're gonna actually fight better once you see their HQ. They've got a lot of defenses set up, and I think we're gonna have to bring in additional armor. Or maybe just a lot of really useful units. Some snipers would be helpful, for instance. This is how I imagine most of my attacks in Hearts of Iron 4 go anyway. Like, I just get vaporized. Maybe kill one or two of the enemy's army. So what next? Somebody mentioned the Mark IV male, right? A male to complement our female. Could also bring that flak truck. That thing is just fun to use. I mean, it's just a massive AA gun on the back of a damn flatbed truck. Alright, here we go, folks. Enemy HQ. There we go. So we have to capture the Spartacist headquarters. You can see they've got a lot of things here, machine guns, etc. Come on, boys, keep that overwhelming fire. We're definitely getting hits on them, that's the good news. Alright, let's bring in the Mark IV male. And I'm actually going to start advancing with this one. Just to make sure the tank doesn't advance alone, we'll send the infantry forward as well. We are approaching the Spartacist HQ for sure. Oh, that's right, they spawn over here. Fair enough. We'll get the flak gun next. It's fun to look at. It's a really cool looking weapon, I'm not going to lie. Alright, lots. Yep, that's the Spartacist HQ right there. Now, actually, they've got a machine gun here. I don't want to leave that thing behind. Go for it. Oh, shit! Grenade got stuck on the roof! Back up, boys! Back up, back up, back up! That went pretty poorly. Nice. I thought we'd at least get one of them there. Alright, let's stop the tank right there. Edeka and Hans, I like it. Oh, Hans is stuck. No, he'll get through it. And let's bring in, you know what? The right here have to do their part. We could also bring in 2 police squads, but we're gonna have to wait for that one to unlock anyway. Yeah, let's just bring in some right here rifles. The German army has to put in some work. Alright, bring them up over here by the buildings once again. Seems to be a pretty good staging area. And I am just going to drive Erica over here, pretty much. Hope for the best. They might try to launch grenades at her. That's my fear, essentially. Let's grab. Got some more units over here, including a machine gun. Move them up as well. And maybe Yeah, let's bring in a police squad just to add to the numbers here. Come out and become prisoners now, and we will let you live. Well, we won't, probably, but that's what we say. Yeah, this really does look like a massive police raid. We know for sure she's in there. Okay, forward. We'll even bring some of the troops over here. Attack! Nauseated, yeah, they're not liking this. One down. Nice, nice, nice. Come on, men. Wonderful. We're making it through. The police are arriving. And there we go, guys. I think we captured the Spartacist headquarters. Hey, we finally got a mission completed. I think that's like a first for one of my Men of War Assault Squad 2 streams. There we go, guys. Only losing 43 men, killing 210, and succeeding in a victory here in the Spartacist uprising. We made sure to put Rosa down, and, well, you guys know what happens next. If you don't, go check that part of history out. It's pretty fascinating and pretty brutal, to be honest. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. I know this is a bit of a shorter stream than you'd expect, but I just wanted to give you guys a nice view of that awesome battle. I think it's really well put together. As always, please do make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow if you're new. It really does help. Yeah, that's right. Exactly, New Covert. The Freikorps were kind of a right-wing paramilitary force. They weren't all right-wingers. Like, there were social democrats within the Freikorps. But it was essentially like veterans from World War I, things like that. Yeah. So the name of the mod is the Interwar mod, 1914 to 1939. 1918 to 1939. And you can get it on the Steam Workshop for Men of War Assault Squad 2. Pretty easy to find there. In fact, I'll show you guys some of the other parts of the mod. It's just a really good mod, what can I say? So let me head over here. There are so many different missions you can do. You've got over here the British Army of India with Indian Army Siege of Thal Fortress. In fact, I might just go ahead and show you guys another battle now that I think about it. What do you guys think? You guys want to see another fight? And actually, we can use the new YouTube poll system so that you guys can actually vote on a fight. So we've got British Army of India with Indian Army Siege of Thal Fortress. Let's take a look here. There's so many different ones. 1918, Estonian White Russia. I might just have to select one here. So there's so many different things we could try. There's IRA stuff, as you can see. I don't really want to mess with it because we've had issues before playing specifically IRA-themed strategy games, so I'm not going to do it. Let's see. But just to give you guys an example, like, let's take a look here at the Honduran Rebels Battle of Zambrano. Or there's actually a CIA Banana Wars battle, or not a CIA, but sorry, a Marine Corps Banana Wars battle, although it was funded by the CIA. What at that time was the Secret Intelligence Agency. Oh, and the game crashed, damn it. All right, let's try to open this baby again. Rule Britannia. Yeah, you guys want to see the Siege of Thal Fortress? Okay, we could try to check that out. But I believe we're defending against a massive Indian National Army. But we'll have to wait and see. Usually with these missions, you definitely want to check them out beforehand. Kind of get an understanding of them before tackling them, because they can be pretty challenging. All right, let's do it. Commonwealth forces under Brigadier General Alexander Eustace versus Kunar Valley Army Group of Afghanistan. Oh, this is in Afghanistan, not in India. Shame on me. Thal Fortress, Spin Baldak, Khyber Pass frontier of Afghanistan. We just don't give this country any rest, do we? Thal Fortress has been breached. The Afghans are cornering us within the inner walls. We do not have much manpower to spare a counterattack, so perhaps hiding within the final walls may serve us best unless the enemy has something truly terrifying to harm us. Okay.
Go ahead.
Defeat the nationalist uprising nearby. Well, it says prepare your defenses and defeat the nationalist uprising, so I guess we have to do both here. For now, let's keep things simple. British Rifle Squad. A bunch of different units, as you can see. Rifle Grenadiers. Gurkha Sniper Team. That's so cool. Right, so it's going to be ahead there. So let's start advancing with our British Rifle Squads. And we'll bring a light machine gun team. It's going to be especially important, I believe.
Unit trained and ready, sir. What's the mission?
Sounds Irish. Some Rifle Grenadiers as well.
Up you get. Enemies that way. Ready for orders.
All right, let's push. Sure, we're going to come across some enemy fairly soon. Oh boy! Wow, it begins. Told you guys, pretty action-packed. And we've got them. Better not overhang, firing on top of them. Look at that. Perfect shots. Britannia, boys. I think the area is safe. Pretty sure. We need tanks and mortars. I'm not sure if we have either. Let's check. Armor. Oh, a Dodge Model 30 scout car and a Rolls-Royce armored car. The best thing we have is the Rolls-Royce. That's for sure.
Right then.
Get up there, boys. Also, the issue is we're not getting any additional points, which is frightening. That means whatever we've got, that's what we've got for the rest of the battle. I'm sure we'll get additional points as the battle progresses, but still. Kind of concerning. Come on, boys. Well done. Damn it, we lost Luke. Not a very British name. That's it. Keep him under fire. As you can see, though, I mean, this mod really simulates a ton of different conflicts, which is just amazing. It really turn them all into kind of their own separate video.
Awaiting orders. Keep moving. Clear. Let's move on. Let's go, lads. Sarge, stop, please.
That was a war crime right there.
Those bastards.
All right, let's have them heal up.
Squad, stand to. Do it right this time. Yes, sir.
All right, let's set up over here. Do we have... I guess it's telling us to keep advancing, so fair enough.
We'll do so.
Yeah, I actually see some dead over here. We want to check this area. Could be an enemy base. What? Oh, I heard some shots. Gotta shut down these Afghan rebels. First, we'll get over here and heal up. Arrows, wow. Bow and arrows. Alright, we're gonna have to get behind them here. Yep, go for it, boys. Take no prisoners.
They're lost! Dave! We need that!
Alright, looks like we defeated the uprising, and that gives us additional funds here. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to set up defenses. Let's start setting them over here. So, we could get a Dodge Model 30 scout car. Not sure if that's worth much. What about support units? Do we have mortars? Yep, we got a 3-inch mortar. I'm going to bring that on. We could get a 3-ton truck. I'm thinking this is just an ammo truck. I think we're safer getting another group of riflemen, honestly.
Orders coming. Shut up, you.
Grenadiers, we'll push them forward as well. You know what? The defenses are going to have to be here, for sure. Set them up. Yeah, I get the feeling we're going to need some actual rifle squads. Bring in a British rifle squad and another light machine gun team. And that mortar has to go all the way over there? What the?
The lads are ready to fight.
All right.
Yes, sir!
Can we get them up on the wall? Let's try. Again, I think it's best to set up our defenses back here at the actual fort itself. Head back, lads.
Stand to, you tossers!
Yes, sir.
You're gonna put the MG right there. The MG squad right there. I want to take a few guys to keep over here.
We're ready, sir. Go ahead.
Ready to go!
Is there any way up here? 'Cause that's where we actually need this team. Alright, right there then.
Yes, sir!
We just need somebody to watch the mortar so that they don't get overrun. Minute 14. You know what? If we have a minute 14, I'm going to bring one of these guys over here just to watch. Two of these guys, rather. One of them's got an LMG, so that should be pretty useful for anybody trying to get through this alleyway here. Although, you know what? It might be closed off. So, yeah, they would have to get through here, I believe. Alright, I think we're safe there. We might even want to move this guy back a bit. Yeah, let's put him up here.
Go! Move
It's weird how we can get in here, but we can't get on the wall there.
Fucking hell, you're not on an hourly rate!
I guess we're just not supposed to. Fair enough. We'll stay right there. Prepare for attack. I'm almost certain we're going to get overrun here. Alright, guys, we've got to survive 35 minutes. Additional tasks will appear to grant me further funds, evidently.
Right. Time to do what we're paid for!
Fair enough.
Ready for orders.
Oh no. Oh boy. Oh man. Pretty heavy bombardment. So I think I can guess they're gonna attack from there. Is that what's happening here? Get some Gurkhas over there with these British riflemen, because yeah, I think they're gonna attack from this alleyway. Nope. Look at that. First attack is actually coming from ahead of us here. We've actually got a rifleman with eyes on, all alone over here. We can't have that. I'm gonna have him just watch this alleyway. Get that mortar a little closer. Look at that, guys. And these guys have rifles, not just bows. Some do have bows, though.
Another one down.
Oh, man. Oh, boy. It just got real, that's for sure. Mortar out. Bringing some good old British rifle squad.
That's for my dad! At our house! Under fire! Drop a gas the armor! Let's move!
Push out over here. Pretty risky, but we're going to take the fight to the enemy. What is it? Sometimes the best defense is a good offense, so that's what we're going to try to do here, is a good offense. Oh! Our guys are terrified with reason. Get them, boys. Oh my gosh, look at that, the rib cage of one of the guys. My goodness. He was literally blown out of his skin. We're just going to keep those guys there. I think they make for a pretty good buffer. Nice. Gonna get a light machine gun team, but we'll wait just a bit.
Put down some suppressing fire!
Get out of here! Swing around! Swing around!
They're coming through the market.
The buggers! Anyone else firing at these chaps?
Nice direct hit with the mortar right there. Oh, there's a lot more appearing. One of our boys just got hit there. Actually, I think it's one of the Gurkhas. Yep. Definitely one of the Gurkha units. Let's bring in a Gurkha rifle squad. Oh, nice hit. And I'm just going to reinforce that line right there. We're just going to call it the front line. Just complete direct hits with those mortars. That is making our job way easier. Exactly, no retreat. How are those guys in that alleyway doing? They've lost one fellow, no, two. Yeah, so I want to bring some reinforcements over here for this group. I think the mortar is the one making all the difference, honestly. Wonder how much longer. 34 shots, that's all he's got. We're gonna have to call in another mortar for sure. The mortar is making a huge difference. Look at that! We just wiped out that entire group. The walls are actually helping to keep the blast in the city streets. So for another 3-inch mortar, 65, I will wait for it. I actually think it's worth just waiting for the mortar. Good shooting. Oh boy. A little bit close. Oh, Robert Roberts, you missed the first battle. We were playing against the Kaiser. Now we are playing against the Afghan Insurgency as the British in 1918, I believe. Or it might also be in 1919. I figured why not. The viewers are awesome. I wanted to go ahead and try and give them one more battle. Nice. No, it's not too glitchy. I mean, it is glitchy in the sense it's got this one frustrating glitch. It's not that bad. Where it's like after you play 2 or 3 battles, if you load another one, the game will crash. You just have to reload, and it's fine. It works fine. It works like a charm. Nice. Oh, we got a few more of them coming in now. Did win the battle, by the way, Robert. My gosh, look at that. Not sure about this one. Bring in another mortar. And we're going to send some more guys to the front, I think. Let's grab a few of these Gurkhas. Fill in those gaps on the front. Same with these guys. Just get them right there in the trenches, for lack of a better term. Boys. That's right, fight like lions. Where's that second mortar? Oh, I hate that they spawn there. That's so weird. Nice. Maybe the horse brings supplies? Transporter? I don't know. Not sure I want to take the risk and potentially lose a bunch of points there. Let's look at the enemy's perspective. Yeah, I'd be pretty scared. We just killed one of them. Nice. Come on, boys. Yeah, you can find it on Steam Workshop. Exactly. It's just called the INTERWAR mod. The INTERWAR mod. Second mortar just arrived. Man, I think it's going to have to be that 3-ton truck. Hopefully it brings supplies. Because this mortar is going to run out of ammo soon. Let's see. How many shots does he have? 3 shots left. 3 shots left. Here we go. Damn. Our boys are suppressed right now. Okay, he does have ammo. Get him here now. Nice. That's right, just drive through the wall, why not? It's not important. Now the next thing we buy has to be additional infantry because we're getting pretty light up here at the front line. Lots of guys have met their fate here. Nice. Driving in style. Gonna have to take a few units from here if we want to hold this position. Because once we lose this to the enemy, I believe we cannot get it back. They'll pretty much cut off these alleyways, choke them with men, it'll be impossible to get through. No, stay here. What are you guys doing? Come on. Get with the program, boys. Nice! Oh, perfect hit there. Nice. The mortars are once again saving. As you can see, there are innards and guts everywhere in this fight. Nice. And pretty soon we should be able to get some infantry. Let's bring in some good old British rifle squad. Whole damn city is getting wiped out. Oh no, we lost the southwestern flank. Not sure how. I thought we were doing really well there. However, that's just one objective. Send a few of the men over here to fight. Look at that! Actually, that might be almost too close. But as long as we can hold this position, we will get a lot of kills. Let's stay right here. Probably safer. Nice grenade right into the building! Oh my goodness. Let's go! We get a lot of kills out of it, but we lose way too many men. Absolutely obliterate them, but we just lose way too many men. We're gonna fall back. Alright, defeat the uprising. That is the new objective. So pretty much, hopefully, we just have to wipe out the rest of the men and we win. I'm hoping. Look at that. So many of them. Oh my gosh, danger close. Yeah, this area is, I believe, overrun, pretty much. Bring in some more infantry, come on. Yeah, it's getting really tough here towards the end, that's for sure. This is the area that we lost. Yep. And we're going to try to hold it. And again, like I said before, I don't think we can retake that area. Once we lose it, I'm pretty sure we're not going to get it back. there. He's got a pretty good coverage of anybody coming through the alley. No prisoners, Captain Rex says. That's right.
Yes, sir.
So I don't think they're going to take any of us prisoner. That's going to be the real issue here. Just too many of them. We need reinforcements desperately right now. Let's get a British rifle squad. We're going to try to rush them there to the barricade. But I think we are overrun. Well, at least we won the actual title of this video. We actually won the, well, we beat the Spartacist uprising, but I'm not sure we're going to beat the Afghan insurgency in this fight. Oh, but look at those mortars. Thank you, mortar squads, I have to say. They kept us alive just a little bit longer. Good work, boys. Man, if they could hold things down like that every time, we have got this one won. Just look at all the insurgents down in these city streets. Pretty good coverage there. Okay, let's get this guy and just have him hang out over here. Just to get any stragglers that make it through. Oh, that's not going to be good. That guy did not want to live anymore. I don't think. Keep it up, boys. Let's get a light machine gun team on the field. I'm thinking some machine gun support can only help in a situation like this. Oh, can we get in this tower? I don't think so. Oh! I think maybe we can. Let's try. Oh, look at that. Nice. That tower location is extremely useful, although it could be a little too late for that. They are starting to overrun our position here as well. And I don't think our mortars can do much else. No more ammo in this one. The truck never reached its location, of course. Fight to the end, boys. Get all that artillery support. It's not going to help us much now, I don't think. Get another light machine gun team. It's all we can afford right now, and probably the right call. Because we can perch it up here and start firing down at them. Here we go. At this point, we know the compound is overrun, so all we're going to do is stay here and wait for them to try to break through. Of course, we will be waiting for additional infantry, but I don't think we're going to get there.
Suppress those targets!
Damn it. Nope. be a GG. Man, what a nice fight, though. As you can see, though, this mod is just amazing. It really lets you go pretty much anywhere from 1918 to 1939. So many different wars, so many different battles. It is really, really fun. Well, I want to thank you guys for stopping by, especially for that first battle. If you guys didn't see that, make sure to wait till the video uploads and check that out. We did get a victory as the Freikorps against the Spartacists. It was a lot of fun, and a special thanks to everybody for just, you know, engaging with me during this entire stream. I love hearing from you guys in the chat, because that kind of allows me to talk back, etc., and makes things a little bit easier for me. Thanks so much, guys. Take care. Consider joining our channel for as low as $3 a month. All you have to do is hit that join button. And if you're not subscribed already, make sure to subscribe to us today. Thanks again. Take care. Danke.